CJRB has their Pyrite model, and now we have a new version that is a lightweight, and it comes with the same packaging, you know, really nice packaging, a box, a pouch, knife wipe, the good stuff. We got it in 2 different colors here. And just to give you a little look at the Pyrite, I have a ton of them. Here's the mini in aluminum. These are super affordable. This is like one of the best mini knives. I freaking love this thing. Even just the regular budget version in steel is great. I did not pull out an XL, but they do have that too. Here's a titanium one with contoured with an inlay. There's so many different versions. There's even a G10 version. So the Pyrite is one of, as you can see, their most popular models. Really quick, I am noticing that the Pyrite Lite is actually bigger than the regular one. Even the titanium one, as you can see, not by much. It's literally by just a little bit, by like a 1/4 of an inch. But still, though, you know, hey, I don't mind that. That's perfectly fine to me. But just, you know, just know it's a tiny bit longer. I didn't pull out the XL, but it's a big knife. This, however, is completely, it feels very different because it is so lightweight, and the ergonomics are much different. You know, just the shape of the handle, it almost feels more round, and I mean that in the best kind of way. It's very comfortable. You can easily choke up. Very slicey blade in AURORA PM9 steel. Great thumb stud button lock action. Super smooth, riding on ceramic caged bearings. Deep carry clip. Inset with flat screws and reversible, which is cool because this is such an ambidextrous lock. Being FRM, you know, there's going to be some flex, but it does have steel liners in there. So it's got the steel liners that, you know, are obviously, you know, inset in the scales there. So they're adding some rigidity to it, but yeah, it's just such a lightweight knife. This to me is a great example of something that can compete versus some of the other lightweight kings out there, you know, the bug outs, the Decas, you know, things like that. But for a really good price, because these things are going to be super affordable and very useful, man. You know, just this whole, this platform, this design, whatever you want to call it, the shape, is such a good EDC knife. Very slicey, going to be easy to sharpen. It's going to hold, you know, a decent edge. You know, it's going to be plenty tough for what you need. The locking system arguably is not the toughest locking system in the world, but Artisan's doing a pretty good job with it. These ones are solid, and they have a great detent, no detent lash. No play. Man, that's rock solid. Wow. Yeah, that's rock solid. Hell. I'm wondering if they're going to do other versions with actually inlays in there. Maybe they already have. I don't know. But, man, look at how thin that blade is. Very thin blade. Super slicey. I like the look of it. This is just going to be a great knife for somebody hunting, camping, EDC, jogging, you know, just because of how lightweight it is. And typically, I'm not crazy about the weight of a knife. To me, a knife is never too heavy to carry. Of course, there's going to be some exceptions to saying that, so don't take me literally. Of course, there's some extreme examples, right? But for the most part, you know, knives aren't too heavy for me to carry. However, I do understand somebody wanting a very lightweight knife. In the summertime when I'm wearing jogging shorts or basketball shorts or whatever, I tend to carry on my hip, on my belt line, which, you know, is a great way to carry a knife, to be honest. But it's nice when you have, even though I can carry a heavy knife there, it's nice when it's super lightweight. You don't feel it. It's, you know, you have a full-size knife on you and not even know it, as far as like feeling it constantly or anything like that. So, and then other than that, you know, if you're hiking, if you're hunting, things like that, you might want to bring down the weight as much as you can for each individual item, which overall adds to a lesser weight that you're going to have to carry for long hauls. And this being the size that it is, and you know how compact it is, this is going to be a great knife for whoever. I like this thing quite a bit, actually. I think this was a great idea from them. Yeah, I think it looks good, you know, and let's, man, I honestly don't know the price yet because the site has not dropped them yet, I don't think. So, but I imagine they're going to be extremely affordable. I'm expecting them to be under $50. I'm not positive, but if they are between the $40 and $50 range or lower, I think it's an amazing value. Because I got to imagine they're going to be, because this was like 55, right? So if this is 55, this has got to be like between 40 and 50, or maybe 35 and 45. And that'd be awesome, man. That'd be so awesome because this is such a good knife. And it does have T8 hardware. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? TA hardware all the way around except for the clip, which whatever, even though that is something you might have to take off, so I wish it was TH, but I'm not going to bitch too much.
That's a first.
That's a first, yeah. Perfectly centered, man. Yeah, these things are really cool. Definitely something I can recommend if you're looking for a lightweight knife that's very functional. You know, don't expect the lock to be a hard use lock. It's a button lock. Even though, I will be honest, I have some button locks that are super tough, and I have some that are super weak. It just depends on the lock face geometry. And these, you know, they seem like they're going to be really good, but, you know, time will tell. But I would never really go batoning or doing ridiculous stuff with most button locks. There's some I would maybe, but not most. This being a lightweight knife, who's looking for that anyways? That's not something, the blade couldn't handle it regardless of the lock. This is too thin a geometry. It's a slicer, it's a user, so it's gonna be a great cutter. Anyways, if you guys like this type of content, I will put some cards up on the screen for you to click on if you wanna check out more content. Work hard, stay tough, until next time, peace.